You don't realize how fast your life is passing until something breaks. Your health, your confidence, your career, your bank account, your relationship, your sanity, or that moment when you wake up one morning, look at yourself in the mirror and whisper, "What happened to me?" Fix yourself before it's too late. Because here's the truth no one says out loud. Your future self is watching every decision you make today and begging you to take yourself seriously. I've spent 23 years inside Fortune 500 companies watching thousands of careers rise and collapse. Not because of talent, not because of intelligence, but because of one thing. People refuse to fix what was breaking in their character, their habits, their thinking, and their spirit. If you don't take responsibility for your life, pressure will do it for you. And pressure has a cruel way of revealing every weakness you've been avoiding. Hi, Unbreakable leaders. I'm Banjong, courage decision scientist and leadership coach. For more than 2 decades, I studied what makes people thrive under pressure and what makes them crumble. And today I'm giving you 15 top lessons that will completely reshape how you lead, how you think, and how you honor this one life you've been given. Welcome to PAVNESS Unbreakable Leadership Lab, Courage Under Pressure. If you're serious about being the kind of leader people can count on when the world gets chaotic, hit subscribe and share this with a friend who needs it. Let's dive in. Let me take you to a moment I will never forget. A woman in my division, brilliant, sharp, hardworking, walked into the office one day looking like a ghost of herself. Eyes dull, shoulders collapsed, spirit flat. She used to be a force, a warrior, a leader, but that day, she could barely stand up straight. She pulled me into a conference room, closed the door, and whispered, "I think I broke myself." Not all at once, not in a dramatic way, but slowly, through 1,000 tiny self-betrayals she convinced herself didn't matter. And here's the truth nobody tells you. People don't fall because of one big mistake. People fall because of the little things they refuse to fix. I've been there too. Maybe you have as well. The slow leak that turns into a rupture. That's why these lessons matter. They're not cute ideas. They're survival intelligence. They're the difference between becoming who you're meant to be or becoming someone you don't recognize. Let's break this down. Lesson 1. No one is coming to save you. Stop outsourcing your power. Stop waiting for a manager to notice you, a mentor to pick you, or life to suddenly become convenient. Leaders don't wait, they decide. Lesson 2, your habits are your future, not your dreams, not your talent, not your motivation, your habits. Every choice you make is a vote for who you become. Lesson 3, fix your emotional leaks. Every time you avoid conflict, fold under pressure, or silence yourself to keep the peace, you drain your courage. Courage is built in micro moments. Lesson 4, your trauma shows up at work even if you pretend it doesn't. Your people-pleasing, trauma. Your perfectionism, trauma. Your overworking, trauma. Your defensiveness, trauma. Your silence, trauma. The sooner you face it, the sooner you get your life back. Lesson 5, your childhood patterns run your leadership. If you grew up scared, you lead from fear. If you grew up unseen, you overwork. If you grew up criticized, you chase validation. You can't change your life until you understand your wiring. Lesson 6, who you marry or date will make or break your career. I've seen more leaders ruined by the wrong relationship than the wrong strategy. Choose partnership, not chaos. Lesson 7, pressure doesn't change you, it reveals you. I've watched executives become monsters under pressure, and I've seen quiet people become giants. Pressure is an X-ray, it shows the truth. Lesson 8, your self-worth determines your income. You cannot outperform your belief about what you deserve. If you feel unworthy, you will sabotage your own success. Lesson 9, fix your health or you won't have a career. When your body collapses, everything collapses. Burnout is not a badge, it's a warning. Lesson 10, stop tolerating low-quality people. Your environment is your destiny. Toxic people are spiritual quicksand. Lesson 11, your integrity is your shield. If you break your own values to get ahead, you lose even when you win. Success without integrity is failure in disguise. Lesson 12, if you don't know where you're going, you will be used by someone who does. Have a North Star, or you'll end up living someone else's life. Lesson 13, heal your fear of judgment or it will shrink your entire life. People aren't thinking about you as much as you think. Most people are too scared to live their own lives. Lesson 14, reinvention is your responsibility. The world is moving fast. AI is accelerating everything. If you don't evolve, you get left behind. Lesson 15, fix your emotional courage. Your life will rise to the level of the conversations you're willing to have. Stop hiding, stop pretending, stop shrinking, speak, stand, lead. Now let me take you into the psychology behind all of this. Why do we break ourselves slowly? Why do we ignore the signs? Why do smart, capable leaders self-destruct? It's because of three things. First, fear distortions. Your brain overestimates danger and underestimates your strength. You treat inconvenience like catastrophe. You treat discomfort like danger. Your fear lies to you. Second, nervous system hijack. When your body feels unsafe, even emotionally, you lose access to your clarity, your creativity, and your courage. You're not weak, you're dysregulated. Third, decisional drag. You hesitate, you avoid, you procrastinate, not because you're lazy, but because your mind is terrified of choosing wrong. I've been here too. I've lived this cycle, and I've watched thousands of careers get crushed by it. So here's the twist, the part that changes everything. Your life will not change because you learn more. Your life will change when you finally stop abandoning yourself. Not your job, not your boss, not your circumstances, you. So let me give you a PAVNESS framework to fix your life before it's too late. It's called the Courage Under Pressure Protocol. It has 4 steps, simple, tactical, life-changing. Step 1, tell the truth. What part of your life is quietly collapsing? Your health, your marriage, your discipline, your confidence? Say it out loud. Truth is the first act of courage. Step 2, face the cost. Every broken habit costs you something, your future, your peace, your calling. When the cost becomes real, change becomes non-negotiable. Step 3, make one courageous shift, not 10. One habit, one conversation, one boundary, one decision. Courage compounds. Step 4, protect the new identity. Success requires boundaries, integrity, ruthless focus. The person you become must be protected from the person you used to be. Now let's talk about you. Maybe right now you're exhausted. Maybe you've been living in survival mode for years. Maybe you've built a beautiful life on paper that secretly feels like it's suffocating you. Maybe you're carrying pain no one sees. Maybe you're scared you've wasted too much time. Maybe you're afraid it's too late. It's not too late. It's just time. Time to stop betraying yourself. Time to stop waiting for perfect conditions. Time to stop outsourcing your life to pressure, fear, and other people's expectations. Let me give you a playbook. 3 steps you can take today. 1, fix your mornings. Stop waking up into chaos. Command the first hour of your day or pressure will command you. 2, fix your boundaries. Stop letting people drain you because you're afraid to say no. Your life cannot expand if you keep shrinking to make others comfortable. 3, fix your courage. Do one uncomfortable thing every day. Courage is a muscle. If you don't train it, it atrophies. And if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Your life is not a rehearsal. You don't get to do this twice. You don't get a rerun. You get one life, one shot, one chance to become the kind of leader your future self will thank you for. If this hit you, drop "fix myself" in the comments. Share this with someone who needs a wake-up call. And if you're a leader trying to stay clear, confident, and courageous in a world that keeps throwing pressure at you, this is your show. Subscribe, like, and join my free newsletter at PAVNESS.com, packed with tools and tips to help you elevate your career and courage decision-making to become the unbreakable leader. And I'll see you in the next episode of PAVNESS Unbreakable Leadership Lab.